It is my distinct pleasure and honor to introduce the Mayor of the City of New York, Eric Adams.
Thank you so much for being here and for what you do in different areas of housing in our city. You know, housing is the precursor that allows us to sleep, to experience the American dream. And too many people are waking up with the real nightmarish reality that they're not going to play a role in that dream. And I don't have to tell you the technical aspects because you're all professionals in this area, so I'm not going to spend the 2 minutes I have with you in saying that. But I do want to say this: policy with a purpose. And sometimes the intellectual parts of us, we focus on the policy. But what about the purpose? And as I talk about this journey, this experience that I'm living through as the mayor, I'm bringing with me all of the things that I saw the abandonment and the betrayal of this city. When I talk about dyslexia, it's because I'm dyslexic. When I talk about bringing a garbage bag full of clothing to school every day with a change of clothing because mom thought we were going to be thrown out, I think about that when I deal with the homelessness issue. When I talk about being police misconduct, I think about being arrested and beaten by police. When I talk about knocking on doors and telling dads and moms that their children are not coming home because of a gunshot carved a highway of death and took a 16-year-old or took an 11-month-old, I think about that. Those are the things that drive me every day. I'm not trying to be the mayor because I need a job. I'm trying to be the mayor to do a good job, to stop abandoning people every day in this city. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm doing this. And you know it all so well. There was a reason I spent the last few years having those Zooms in the morning, speaking to housing professionals. I didn't just discover Jessica. I was going to steal her from you from the beginning. She came with a purpose. She was so driven. She didn't see housing as this brick and mortar thing. She understood what it meant when you have a home. A living room is just not a part of a space. A kitchen table is where you sit down and you talk to your children about, are you going to college or not? Where you have difficult decisions. I still remember what mommy used to say to me when I sat down at the table and learned from her. She used to tell me, I tell my team all the time, you have to inspect what you expect or it's all suspect. That's not mine, that's mom's. Never give up. Baby, if you live long enough, you're going to experience pain. You must turn that pain into purpose. Being in a dark place does not mean you're buried. It's a planting. You make the decision what you're going to do with the fruits of your harvest. I can hear my mother all the time from what I learned at that kitchen table. If you don't have the kitchen table, what is going to feed you not only nutritionally, but intellectually, so that you don't become so academically smart that you're not emotionally intelligent? We have a mission. And we must build the right team to do that mission. And today you are honoring people who are part of that team. I thank you so much when I read over your honorees. They are real people with purpose. I thank this organization for what you produce. And we're not going to agree all the time. Like I said, I don't agree with myself all the time. And I start off, I'm perfectly imperfect. I'm still evolving. I love how people try to define me. I haven't even figured out who I am yet. But I'm dedicated to the city. I wore a bulletproof vest for 22 years and protected the children and families of the city. And I'm not going to give up on this city. Just as you have given us all of you, I'm going to give you all of me. I love New York. I love what it stands for. And I know we're better than what we have done. We have abandoned and betrayed people in this city for too long. The starting process of ending that betrayal happened on January 1st, 2022, when God made the decision that Eric Adams, in all of his life experiences, is going to become the mayor of the city of New York. That $5 billion we put with the $17 billion to make it $22 billion, that's the largest investment in the history of this city in this issue that you believe is important. And it's only the beginning. Only the beginning. As we start dealing with the real issue of housing. So I want to say on behalf of all New Yorkers, all of you who are in this room and have leaned into this space for so many years, I want to say thank you. I want you to continue to inform my administration so we can get it right. And we can turn the question mark of can we house New Yorkers into an exclamation point. You're darn right we are. You're darn right we are. Thank you very much.